Aquarius, and welcome to your 2026 New Year preview. We are going to start this reading by looking at these major transits that are happening for us all in 2026. We have Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, the North and South Node. Now, these are generational planets, which means these shifts are going to be profound. And of course, this is an event with the nodes of the moon changing signs. And two, it is profound, especially for you because you're going to be hosting the North Node, which we'll get to in a minute. But we're going to get a couple of tarot cards for each of these planets and get some additional guidance from tarot. The Death card, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords. All right, so Neptune is known as the sacrifice card, or I'm sorry, the sacrifice planet. And this is your sacrifice. The Death card is the death and rebirth card. It is the transformation card. Capricorn's energy, Pluto's energy, and Saturn's energy. Now, we're going to be talking about Saturn and Pluto at the end here, but what I'm saying is Neptune coming in too. It's not just all about universal love and compassion and empathy. There's a dark side of things in Neptune. There's addiction, there's incarceration, there's, moving through life in a fanciful way and not realistic. Neptune dissolves and sacrifices things, and we get shocked by that. So, there's high vibration and shadow expressions for every planet and every sign, and you're going to be facing some of them. The Death card is saying there's things that you need to surrender, some of those shadow energies. And you're ready. The Six of Swords says you're ready to move on, which means you do surrender. And surrender doesn't mean that you're taking everybody with you and that you're making amends and you're saying you're sorry, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. There's not a lot of resolution sometimes. You just have to accept. That's the thing. Acceptance is going to be the theme for you and for everyone during these major planetary shifts. And you, by the way, are going to be in a hot seat because your ruler is Uranus, and there's some major shifts. And as I said, the North Node is coming into your sign. These aren't doom gloom things. There's a chance to evolve. There's a chance to grow. There's a chance to prosper with all of these things. But it takes hard work. And as I said before, each planet offers, some really high vibration energy and also some lower aspects. So we have to be vigilant, and we have to be ready to surrender the things that no longer serve us. And that's what this transformation card is saying. Now, I do like that the Queen of Swords came in here because this is such your energy. The Queen of Swords is, well, first of all, swords are air signs, right? And you are an air sign. And it's about communication. And you are a master of communication, Aquarius. It's one of your hallmarks. And the other hallmark of yours is nobody messes with you. People don't take advantage of you easily, I'll say. Nobody messes with the Queen of Swords because you have strong boundaries. When you're aligned and when you're in your highest expression, right? And so the universe wants you to get back to who you are. The universe wants you to get back to your integrity. The universe wants you to embrace who you are and help lead us and be at a higher elevation of that. And I do like that it's communication and that it is connections, because it just so happens that Neptune and Saturn that are moving into Aries January 25th, February 13th, are going to land in your third house of community and communications. It means your connections. It means how you communicate with them. It means your local area. It means your neighborhood. It means your environment, your close environment. So I like that. I do. You're going to be busy. You're going to have some opportunity to make some very big changes though. So let's see what Saturn's bringing in. Now remember, Saturn is about truth. Saturn's about integrity. Saturn is the taskmaster. He oftentimes gives us the test and the lesson later, known for that, right? But he is definitely interested in your highest expression. Saturn helps us succeed because he pushes us. He pushes us out of our comfort zone, and he insists that we take responsibility. He insists that we face our consequences. That's what I mean. He gives us lessons later. And in doing so, it teaches us and makes us grow for more. So Saturn is ready for you. Let's see what's coming in. Beautiful. More of your energy, the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords coming in Saturn is more information, more opportunity to communicate. You're going to be busy. This is who you are anyways with communication, but I think you're going to be helping us synthesize the information, because there's a lot of different communications, a lot of different platforms, a lot of different viewpoints. Point of views are dividing the world, right? And point of views are people standing in their truth, which is what Saturn is definitely interested in, which you are interested in as well. So you're standing in your truth, and somebody down here is standing in their truth. It's a battle. That doesn't change things. So you're going to help reshape that. You're not going to have this truth versus that truth. You're coming in with the receipts, Aquarius. You're coming in a way that you're going to synthesize this information and make it digestible for us all, so that we know what's coming, that we know what's going on. And for you, that's in your community. You're taking a lead in your community, whether that's online community, in your platforms, or whether it's actually in your neighborhood. You have a leadership role in this. And so we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, this is what's going to happen. People are not accepting this cup as truth. This isn't your truth, and you're not going to listen to it. There's this mix up. There's this confusion. There's the battle of the minds going on, and nobody's mind is sharper and clearer than yours. You bring clarity, and you vibrate at a high level, cerebral level. Uranus is known as the planet of genius. That's your ruler. So you are definitely showing up on time for the collective, and you're ready for your task, which is very exciting for us all. Now, there's going to be a conjunction with Saturn and Neptune February 20th, and they say it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. And so we want to, we're going to clean our house, we're going to prepare for it, we're going to be adaptable, we're going to get all of our facts in a row, and we're going to be ready for whatever this comes our way. But I want to talk about your ruler right now, because we know that your ruler is retrograde in Taurus as we enter 2026. And that really is hitting up your house, your home, your family roots, your emotional security, your safety, all of that. But it's going to be moving into the 5th house in April. And I like this a lot for you, because this is Gemini. And Gemini, where Uranus is moving, which is your 5th house, Gemini is another air sign. It's fast. There's your 4th house of home. It's fast and it's speedy. Gemini is going to help you synthesize the information, to take it in. It's going to move you out of your stubborn position. Listen, Aquarius, this is a perfect union for you. And I love that this is your ruler in Gemini. It's going to stay there for 7 years. So you and Gemini are good for each other. Gemini moves quickly and is highly social, and has a gift to give. You are a little bit more I don't want to say stoic, but you're not as effervescent or optimistic sometimes as Gemini can be. So you have this opportunity to embrace that. And this is you stuck in your position, stuck in your own mind, is what this represents to me. And Gemini is going to come in with this younger, more vibrant, and a little bit more optimistic energy, and is going to offer some other way of looking at some things. Because when we stay in our own point of view, when we stay in our own circle, surrounded by nobody, there's nobody there. This is just you, Aquarius. When you stand in solitude and just stand your ground, you can be pretty stubborn. You and Taurus together could be quite a battle. Listen, you have the opportunity to embrace the higher vibrations of Gemini, and Gemini has a lot to learn from you as well. This is going to be happening very close to home, though. Like I said, this is your community area. This is your neighbors. This is your, actually, this fourth house energy is really your foundation, your security. So let's see what the North Node has for you. Now this is going to enter your sign in July, along with the South Node entering Leo, your opposite sign. And it's an axis, so we're looking at our opposite and we're learning from one another, right? You're going to be looking at the lower vibrations of, you know, of Leo and releasing those and moving toward your purpose, a more fateful path, something that is more destined to your evolution, where the South Node is really about purging and really reconciling your debt, you know, your spent energy and releasing it all. That's really what it's about. It's been in Pisces and it's been in Virgo, and now it's coming to you. And look what's coming to you, a more perfect union, a more balanced approach to things. The moon, oh, and your card, the star. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm just like, I have to take a minute. Aquarius, on all of my readings, I always tell you that you always pull out your card. The star card shows up for you so often. This is your card, and the star card is a major arcana card, and it says wishes will come true. This is a healing and a very spiritual card, and it happens to be falling right by the North Node, right underneath your North Node. Now, I always say this is your North Star. This is how you're being guided. And I say it's similar to the North Node, and it is, because this is your destiny. This is a fated direction that you're moving toward, and you are so aligned right now. It just landed in your North Node. You are right on track. This is perfect. You know, we need you. We absolutely need you during this big year coming up for all of us. Now, the South Node are those things we should be moving away from, and I might add that that's the distrustful, you know, deceitful, the egotistical, those low vibrations. And yeah, look at the Tower coming in, and the Tower coming in is really a disruptive energy, saying that we're going to be purging. We're purging all of those feelings of inadequacy, those feelings of not feeling like we belong, which, you know, sometimes Aquarius you carry around like a badge. You know, you are one of the most unique zodiac signs, and that's what we love about you. You know, that's what we're saying. Stay in your integrity. You be unique. You know, you're leading us to a new world order. You're leading us to a change in our technology. You're innovative, you're revolutionary, you're taking care of the collective, and it's because of your uniqueness. But a lot of times you feel like you don't belong, you know, which is like, of course you don't belong, because you're special, you know, you can't, you know, and you do belong somewhere, but you're not belonging to the group that you want to fit into. It's time to get rid of that, you know. You can't, you know, fly your freak flag and then feel left out. It just doesn't work that way. So get rid of those, you know, low feelings of not good enough, not fitting in, feeling alienated, because they're false. They're false. South Node says get rid of it, and guess what? The Queen of Cups lands and says you are exactly where you need to be. The Queen of Cups is also the queen who's in flow. She's always perched at the sea. This is a water sign, Pisces, and of course Neptune rules this. You are in flow. You are on your path to destiny. You are aligned, and you understand the truth of your situation and what you need to move away from and what you need to sacrifice and surrender. I am loving this for you. So we're going to get one more card before we close this reading out. And this is going to be energy that's related to Pluto, who I didn't put out here in the spread because Pluto is already in your sign. It's a very important energy for us all because Pluto stays, I think, till 2045. And you're hosting this power planet. So let's see what it says for you. Oh my gosh. Can it be more perfect? A new life. This is the best reading I've had so far, and I'm so excited for you. I can't even tell you. Of course you're going to have a new life. And you know what? All of the planets that are just lined up there with all of those energies beneath it is saying just that. The stuff that you are getting ready to accept and to move into is going to be completely different. You're not going to recognize your old life. You are not. There's no more contradictions, feelings of inadequacies. You belong. You belong at the head of the line, leading us to the new timeline. I am excited for you. I hope it resonated. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you all balance, peace, harmony, and a happy new year.